because you're either fearful or you're shameful of something that you're trying to prolong. But the thing is, y'all, the longer you prolong something, the longer it's going to mess with you. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video here on Kelly Color. My name is Kelly and I am your host, and I'm also not a doctor, so please do not clock this. I'm going to leave a free PDF from this doctor that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Dr. Denise. She just dropped a free PDF ebook about complex trauma. So if you guys are interested in reading her free resource as a licensed psychologist, then check that link out in the bio. But we're gonna go ahead and get right to this video. I just want to start with, I'm so happy that you guys clicked on this video. That means that you guys have some sort of connection with survival mode and coming out of survival mode and what you can learn from it, and just some key techniques to come out of survival mode. So thank you guys. I commend your effort, your courage to click on this video. It's not going to be too super deep. I just want to kind of talk about survival mode because I feel like I have definitely been in that mode, and I feel like it's necessary at times too. So it's normal in a sense too. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, comment down below. Y'all like my hair? I put some wand curls in it, and it's kind of like old now, and it's so super dope. Anyways, we're gonna get into this video. I'm gonna try to stay on topic. I've been doing really good with organizing my videos and my points, so yeah, I think you guys will enjoy this. Let's go ahead and get into it.
With a mean vernacular, dream spectacular, I keep a queen and passenger, FL capital Y. Anywhere I am, jam, that's for sure. Turn me on, better set the mood from the door. That's just how it goes.
So like I said, I'm not a doctor, guys, but fun fact, oh gosh, anyways, fun fact, I'm not a doctor, but I did study sociology my first year in college. I wanted to study the behavior of society, and I am actually back into that. I'm studying applied behavior analysis right now. I'm getting a postgraduate. I just got my master's degree in business administration and information technology management, but also I'm doing a postgraduate certificate in applied behavior analysis, which is most effective with people or children with autism, but it can be applied to so many different things. I plan on applying it to fitness and wellness and health and wellness, so stay tuned for more content on that, guys. But in this video, I want to talk about what survival mode actually is, and what can we learn from a survival mode, and how can we move forward and just really apply our potential and just be our greatest selves. So survival mode is actually a state of being in a heightened response feeling. So your nervous system is overreactive, your brain system is overreactive. You have a heightened sense of stress, of unresolved stress and prolonged stress. It comes down to stress, y'all. So you can find yourself in survival mode when you're overwhelmed, or if you're in a new transition or trauma, and that's why I dropped the link in the bio. So check that out about complex trauma. So it's basically when trauma is like not dealt with over time, it just continues to impact your life. That is an awesome PDF ebook to look into. And anything that I talk about on this channel, I'm also navigating it too. So make sure you guys drop a comment, and just know that I'm working through, you know, some things that I'm talking about too. I also wanted to touch on, when you are in this heightened state, that you are going to be looking for immediate release, or like immediate relief from the situation, instead of long-term aspects or long-term benefits from the environment or that experience. So you're just looking for something quick. You're trying to figure out, it's very similar to fight or flight, and so it can be very unhealthy tactic to be in survival mode in an experience or an event that can actually potentially help you grow and become, you know, the person you're supposed to be. So I think number one, what can we learn from survival mode is trying to teach us something. Even the very traumatic situations, you know, there's definitely a spectrum from least to most traumatic experiences, but we're gonna stay in like the first quadrant, because, you know, number one, if you're dealing with, you know, complex trauma or PTSD, definitely seek, you know, professionals or someone you trust. But in this case, it's more so like, for me, like, I've always been a shy person. I've always been and then I've had traumatic experiences too, but I've always had like self-limiting beliefs. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about like you kind of like self-sabotage yourself, second guess yourself. I've always been like that since second grade. Like, it's actually been a remark from my teacher. I wonder if she's gonna watch my videos. I love my teacher, my second grade teacher and third grade teacher. She said Kelly second guesses herself. And so it's always been like a part of my vibe to just not really trust myself. And so what happened was I wasn't trusting of other people. And so I tried to, like, I wouldn't say people please, but like I would try to go the extra mile for other people when I needed to do it for myself. It's okay, because you know, the more you work on yourself, the more you can help others. So this is just the first step. So yeah, what can you learn from survival mode? Number one, you can learn that it's trying to teach you, it's trying to help you move forward and get through it. Because the only way to get through, the only way to overcome is through. So you have to go through the trauma, you have to go through the circumstance to actually gain what you need to gain from it. So that's number one. And so number two is kind of like piggybacking off of number one. You want to understand that, you know, survival mode is the indicator. And I feel like I talked about this on a video that I already did about the real reason why you're scared. Because you're either fearful or you're shameful of something that you're trying to prolong. But the thing is, y'all, the longer you prolong something, the longer it's going to mess with you, it's going to impact you. So the next thing that we can learn from survival mode is that you have to be able to pinpoint these indicators. You have to pinpoint these behaviors within yourself. For me personally, I am an emotional eater. I love sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth and I love cookies and sweets, and I really have like a long-term relationship with buttercream, buttercream icing. I love birthday cake. I love red velvet cake. Like, I can talk about sweets all day and the way it makes me feel. Like, and so anytime I'm going through something, just overindulge into sweets. And I've always been that way because it's something deeper, y'all. It's something deeper that you have to deal with, that you're prolonging. And so pinpointing those habits. So when I start eating a lot of sweets, it's like what's going on, Kels? Like, let's sit down, let's write it out, because something is triggering me. Something is triggering that survival mode within myself to just get a quick snack, get a quick sweet. So yeah, like, you have to notice those quick decisions like we were talking about in the beginning of this video. We want a quick release, but really it's not beneficial in the long term. So take that for what it is, notate or write it down, and just remember that, hey, this is an indicator. I'm in survival mode. What am I trying to escape? What am I trying to prolong? What is stressing me out? And so once you do that, another thing we can learn is how we de-stress. I think that's the right word. How do we decompress, or how do we find ourselves in less stressful situations? How do we get rid of our stress? What are some ways that we can become less stressful? For me, I'm working out, baby. Working out, walking on the treadmill, doing cardio, stretching, breathing, stretching, cracking my body. Y'all gonna be yourselves. Y'all can be yourselves here, I promise. Comment down below. Do y'all like to crack your body? I crack everything on my body. My fingers. Lately, I've been doing it like this, like that. But typically, I'll do, the other way. But lately, I've been cracking my nose like this, which is so weird to me. Like, every 5 minutes, I'm like, and then I do my head. I actually learned how to crack my head on YouTube from a chiropractor, and it just gives me, I guess, is that a stress response since I get quick relief from it? Anyways, so when I work out consistently throughout the weeks and then I crack my body, for me, it's a long term. It's beneficial in the long term. Working out and then actually stretching and cracking my body is just not, it's not the main source of my stress relief. But I like doing it anyways. Ooh, like that. That's fine. Anyways, so yeah, poor eating habits for me are one of the indicators, and then working out helps me be less stressful. I like to write, I like to watch movies, I like to do things that I've been putting off. That makes me happy. Building trust with myself makes me less stressful because I know that I'm acknowledging myself. I'm really doing the work that I plan for myself, for one. And yeah, it's going to help me be there for other people in the long run. Even if it's not right now, I'm working hard with myself. I'm learning myself and just unlearning things and rediscovering myself, basically. All right, guys, so the last thing that we can learn from survival mode is that sometimes you're just going to be stressed, and that is normal. And so with stress, you have to figure out the best route for you to break down complex tasks into smaller tasks. So it's basically task analysis, which is actually which is also a ABA term, which I told you guys I'm studying, applied behavior analysis. It's a term where it's called task analysis. It's basically where you help the learner or someone that's wanting to change their behavior. You're going to want to work with them at each step of the complex task until it is complete. And so there's something else called what's it called? Successive approximations. So what a successive approximation is getting as close as you can to said behavior change. So if you're wanting to work out every day at 5 a.m., waking up and working out at 7 is a successive approximation. You made the effort to get up. You actually got up and you worked out. It wasn't at 5, it was at 7. But it is a successive approximation. It is a very close approximation to. So the next morning you got up and you worked out at 6:30. So it takes a whole bunch of successive approximations to get to the approximate time, but that's all task analysis is. It's just completing a task. Hey, I'm gonna wake up at 7, I'm gonna wake up at 6:30, I'm gonna wake up at 6, and then eventually I'll get to my goal. So that is the last thing that you can learn from survival mode, that stress is normal. It's going to happen. It can be a result of different things and very complex, situations too. So definitely take a holistic approach to survival mode and get the help that you need, for one, and then also be able to know the indicators within your body, within yourself, because survival mode definitely lives inside your body. And so there's so much more that goes to this, and we'll do more videos on this if you guys like this video though. So y'all have to let me know if y'all like videos like this. Kelly, are you getting too deep? Like, let me know. Like, Kelly, why are you getting so deep? Why are we talking about survival mode? Is there something you want to tell us? And it's like, no, it's just, this is one of the things that I'm dealing with right now in my life. I want to make sure that I'm prepped for the family that I create and people that I might impact and that God wants me to impact or be aligned with. So I think it's one of those things that I keep hearing, and that's one of the things I wanted to explore. So that's what I'm talking about in this video. So if you guys like this video, comment down below and subscribe to Kelly Color, and we can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace.